Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Luis and I'm one of the spiritual advisors for the Relationship Psychics. Today, this is the first time that we're going to be doing this, so I'm very much excited about doing a weekly reading checkup on you guys. On how your week went by, how were you this week, and if you haven't yet, now is the perfect moment to download our app, Mystica Psychic Readings. To use on the app, we're offering you guys a free credit worth $5, and in order to redeem the $5 of your first psychic reading, all you must do is download our app using the link in the description box below. It's great since many of our great psychics are already there, so check out the app and make sure to introduce yourself. Also, check out our TikTok and Instagram accounts for everyday free readings. Follow us at the Relationship Psychics. And before we begin, a quick reminder that these general readings should be taken with a grain of salt. If it doesn't apply, just let it fly. So for today, I'll be sharing with you guys 3 cards, one of each representing self, love, and career for you. But before we begin, now I want you to take a deep breath in gently through your nose, breathing only positivity as well as enlightenment. Exhaling through your lips slowly after that, hold, making sure to let go of all the stress, anxiety, and fear that has been growing for a while. And let it all go and let it drift far away. Now I'll give you the moment to feel the energies of this deck. Hi group number 1, today as I've mentioned earlier, we'll be doing a weekly reading checkup on you guys on what the higher beings are trying to tell you as you've gone through this week in your life. So before we begin our reading for you guys, allow me to shuffle these cards for you. Again, as I'm shuffling, you can share in the comments how your week went by. So don't hesitate to share it and let's interact there below. So are you guys ready to begin? Because I am ready. So okay, group number 1, let's see what your first card is. So you can see we got here the Queen of Wands. So it depicts here that you're a person of extreme focus. This week you really did all the hard work. You're very courageous, though at times you may appear self-centered. You're positive all week and uplifting in your own homes, in your workplace, or it may be you are now honoring yourself and determined and decided to work on yourself this week. You guys may have had a realization or an awakening to be a much better individual. So you guys love to stand up for yourself. You guys love planning to accomplish a significant amount of achievement on your own. So I'm really proud of you guys. Continue doing a great job on yourselves. I know that in terms of your career, things are looking pretty good for you guys because of all your effort. So just take a moment and recognize all the outcomes you've managed to deliver this week. So for your love card this week, group number 1, let's see. We have here the Hanged Man. So it seems that this week you guys, you sacrifice a thing in your relationship or any potential ones. For our singles in this group, this may mean that things in love cannot be rushed. Regardless of how some of you throw themselves into romantic pursuits or attempt to messaging their dates with all the right things, it may not be up to you if the relationship will move forward or prosper into something. Especially if the other party isn't ready, so instead of trying to pressure a relationship to blossom, use this time to see how your perspective changes when you are alone. The same thing applies if you're in a relationship. Timing may be an issue when it comes to having important discussions or taking the relationship to a next level. So the concept of sacrifice may play a very important role in your relationships or potential relationships now. So help may be needed, advice from your tight ones, because this week your commitment may also be tested, but can also bring the two of you closer together. So let's see in here, for your last checking on you card, group number 1, we have here the Two of Pentacles. This will serve as a career and finances reading. This week, some of you may be making plans for your future careers. Some of you may be thinking of switching jobs or seeking promotions in your current role. You may also be taking a good look at your ambitions and charting your own path towards that dream of yours. So consider an ideal company to work for, what specialties you may have, or laying down plans to start your own business. This is definitely an exciting time for you guys as your dreams are taking shape. So when it comes to finances, this is also a good card because it represents financial stability. This stability does not necessarily mean overflowing wealth, but it signifies that your situation is comfortable and steady. So it is a good time to make conscious choices without fear of serious consequence. So if you guys already have the access to money, consider investing it in savings. So overall, this week may be one of the finest weeks you've had, especially now that we are in a third week of January. So I hope you guys like this curated reading for you, group number 1. So let me and others know you were here. Please leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel as well if you like the reading. I'm really grateful that you chose to be with me during this divine time and space. So love to you everyone, and I hope to see you next week. Bye! Hi group number 2. Today, as I've mentioned earlier, we'll be doing a weekly reading checkup on you guys, on what the higher beings are trying to tell you as you've gone through this week in your life. So before we begin our reading for you guys, allow me to shuffle these cards for you. So again, as I'm shuffling, you can share in the comments how your week went by. Don't hesitate to share it. So are you guys ready to begin? Because I am. Okay, group number 2, let's see what your first card is. So we have here King of Wands. So you just have that overall pure energy poured into ending this week. You guys may be a natural born leader of people who is extremely capable, as the King itself showed himself for us. So I'm very sure many of you are the same way as the King. You guys have a certain aim or goal. You guys show that ending this week. So this makes my heart very happy that you really decided to stick to it. You guys stick to it in order to ensure that it becomes your reality. You may also be looking forward to all sorts of different challenges, whether it's great or small. For you get a natural adrenaline rush associated with the solving of problems. So you guys definitely are a bunch of energetic people. You guys are a charismatic group overall. So keep taking the lead, but make sure to take care of yourselves. So let's see what this second card is. This will be your love reading for this week. So you can see we have here 10 of Swords. So this can indicate a relationship that is so close to coming to an end, or a period of time filled with suffering, some bitterness, grief, and pain. Are you guys having fights with your partners? Like your relationship is headed towards a failure of some sort? You guys may have already seen it coming. Sometimes also this card suggests betrayal, indicating infidelity, so make sure to take caution. While this period of time may be incredibly difficult, you'll need to come in terms with it and accept the inevitable end. So singles may be dealing with the similar feelings that have lingered after a past relationship. So only with acceptance you can truly heal and move forward. So the worst has happened, and despite how it looks, it can only get better from here. So chin up group number 2. So for your last card, this will represent this week's career or finances group number 2. So let's see. So we have another king. So this is a great sign because this card is an outstanding indicator of a successful business venture. So when it comes to your work and your career, this king, in this case you, achieves your highest ambitions and has a great reputation among his colleagues. This card can additionally indicate that someone with more experience will mentor and encourage you in your chosen field. So this person will have lots of experience and can give you much needed support and sometimes even recommendations to new jobs or even promotions. So when it comes to finances, this King of Pentacles card represents an achievement of financial milestone. So perhaps this week you have reached a level of security that comes from being diligent and wisely saving and investing. Since this king is also generous, you may also be using your newfound wealth to support loved ones. So while enjoying the luxuries that you may have missed out on while you were saving, this time is a good time to indulge a little because you deserve it. So I hope you guys like this created reading. Group number 2, to let me and others know you are here, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you like the reading, I'm really grateful that you chose to be with me during this divine time and space. So love to you everyone, and I hope to see you all next week. Goodbye group number 2. How are you, my group number 3? Today, as I've mentioned earlier, we'll be doing a weekly reading checkup on you guys, on what your higher beings are trying to tell you as you've gone through this week in your life. But before we begin our reading, allow me guys to shuffle these cards for you. So as I'm shuffling, you can share in the comments below how your week went by. So don't hesitate to share. And let's interact. So are you guys ready to begin? Because I am. Okay, group number 3, let's see what your first card is. It says here, Knight of Pentacles for your first card. So you guys are about the daily task and the responsibility that one has gained through a specific project. You guys definitely have the patience to accomplish all given duties and are considered by others reliable and committed to his work. To see this card, this is a great indication that there is a need to be trustworthy and reliable. So I can sense that's heavy on your mind this week. You guys were fully committed to your assignments and you made sure that you completed your work efficiently. Though your sense of duty is admirable, so just beware that it does not turn into perfectionism, which can manifest itself in every aspect of your life. This can also represent the routine you incorporated or the kind of general hard work that you go through every day. So the meaning of the Knight of Pentacles also advises that you should continue to do exactly what you are doing, sticking with your tried and true methods. You will accomplish everything you already set out to do. So sometimes going with what has already been done is not necessarily bad. So proceeding to your love reading for this week, are you ready, group number 3? So we have here the Seven of Swords. So this is not a very good omen because lies and tricks may be abound with this card. The love meaning of this card, it may be important for you right now to remain cautious, especially if you've met someone new. So you or someone in your life can be dishonest right now, and in the worst possible cases, even unfaithful. So if your instincts have been telling you that you're being lied to, you may need to confront this and have an honest discussion. If this has been you, consider the long-term consequences of your actions. Even the kindest lie to spare the feelings can grow into bigger problems. So if you're single, you may need to evaluate whether you've been too suspicious or untrusting of your potential lovers, or on the other hand, been leading them on or exaggerating who you are. So for your career and finance this week, let's see what you have here. So you are blessed with the Nine of Wands, group number 3. Here, as in every position, this card, the Nine of Wands, marks the halfway mark in a battle. You're not done with the struggles, but they will end soon. So at present, you're likely exhausted like this illustration in the card. So the battle rages on, but you likely feel as if you are too exhausted to continue fighting much longer. So let this card serve as a reminder that whatever troubles you face in your career right now are temporary. So perhaps your workload has been particularly heavy recently. Just trust that it will lighten up. So whenever your troubles ease, you will see that you had the strength to fight until the end. So I'm sure you can endure, but the battle is not yet won. So this Nine of Wands can also signal as a financial trouble card because you're likely not in intense distress but are under some pressure. It might be enough that you're considering taking out money from your savings or other such sources like some loans or borrowing from somebody. So instead of turning to reduce your savings or otherwise compromising your finances, consider finding another source of income. So if you work a shift job, take on extra hours, or otherwise consider working overtime. But this does not need to be a permanent change. You will come out from under these constraints soon. Until then, you must confront your financial situation with determination and drive. So you have to power through. Group number 3, again, just power through. So I hope you guys like this created reading for you. So to let me and others know you were here, please leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel as well if you like the reading. I'm really grateful that you chose to be with me during this divine time and space. Love to you everyone, and I hope to see you all next week. Goodbye, group number 3.